All right, guys, good afternoon. Welcome aboard to the aftermarket recap. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. It is, what day is it today? Tuesday, June 21st, 2022. It is 5:03 Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Let's go ahead and rock and roll. Let's go over how the day went. This prices here are just futures. So let's just go to Global Equities Index. All right, so the Dow Jones did gain 2.15% as I'm scrolling here. S&P 500 gained 2.45%. NASDAQ Composite 2.51%. Let's go and bring up my TOS so I can actually read it better. The VIX fell 2.71% today. Go here on equal weight S&P up 1.73%. Small caps gained 1.79%. Dollar, which was lagging behind the majors. Dollar index fell about 2.26%. 10-year Treasury yields did rise to 3.307%. 10-year yields, the TLT, which is the 20-year bond, ETF 110.18, fell 1.7%. Gold fell 0.37%. High yield credit ended red today. That's kind of concerning. So bonds were sold off today. Remember, we talked about how important high yield credit is. And again, we're starting to get that gap because the NASDAQ went higher. So again, got to keep an eye on high yield credit. Investment grade credit fell 1% today. So bonds were sold off like crazy. Now, that could be one of many things. It could be just inflation fears, or that could just be risk on sentiment where, why am I going to get bonds? I'm buying stocks today. I think for the most part today was mostly a bear market rally. I'm going to go show you a chart and go over it with you. But for the most part, nice little short squeeze, shorts getting out. Options expired was last week. So again, we'll see where we go. Crude oil did gain 1.5% today, 109.65 a barrel. Gasoline gained 0.85%. Silver futures up 0.41. Bitcoin futures, or Bitcoin, 20,892 is my spot price. Came down from the top of around 21.6. Ethereum is up 1,118 currently is the price, and put to call ratios did fall minus 23%. Okay, let's go ahead and go over how the day went. All right, I'm going to bring up not the dollar. Let's go and bring up the VIX first. Volatility index, very key. All right, so volatility index, all we did was really just fill the gap, and I talked about that on the blog. We filled the gap, then we did bounce a little bit. So again, I was waiting for at least a little bounce, a little bit of a pullback in the market. Again, we just don't have straight green arrows to go. So where can the VIX go from here? It could definitely hold here, absolutely. I'm thinking that it goes back down below 29. So again, 29 should be that break. I expect us to go higher. Why do I say that? Let's go to the S&P futures. Again, there's a gap here on the daily. I want to make sure that's the one on the daily, or is it the weekly? There was a gap to fill there. No. Was it the hourly? Well, that gap was filled. So 38, oh, sorry, SPX. That's right, S&P futures. Here we go. This is S&P spot, excuse me. So 3,800 is our gap to fill. Let me go by, see if I can fill that. You can see it right here. There's a gap. It did not fill. 3,790 or 3,800 if you want. That's basically the level I'm looking for. Once we hit that, and then we'll probably retrace back a little bit, maybe retest 3,730. But I think we're good all the way till 3,900 at least, possibly even 4,000. There's another gap to fill. You have 3 gaps to fill to the upside. You have 1 to the downside. So again, if we have 1 down day today, which I do expect we can get that, 36.75 is the target for S&P futures. Let's go ahead and bring up the S&P together on our Bloomberg. We're going to go ahead and do that. And I went ahead and made a video on this. This is 1 year rolling, so from June 2021 to June 2022. And you can see just a downward channel, pretty much respected 1, 2, 3, 4, and respected here on these bounces 1, 2, 3, and 4. So again, I expect us to fill this gap. This is that 3,900 gap. We had a 3,800 gap that we still have to fill. I think we get there. And then we also have around 4,022. I probably wouldn't hold until 4,022, but if we get to 4,000, I'm with it. And again, we still have more gaps to the upside on SPX. But again, this downward channel, as long as we expect this to hold. So again, levels to hold down to the downward side is around 36.58. Your top line here, which I'm expecting us to just test, not break out, just kind of test it and come back down a little more, would be right around 4,000. So again, that's what I'm looking for in terms of S&P. I am long futures. I'm also long SPY with that. Again, it doesn't mean all's good, all's clear. It just means that we're just playing technicals here. Let's go to the dollar, and we know why that's important. Talk about it many times. Downward channel here, downward move here. Again, 104 is a key level. If we can go ahead and break that below, that'll definitely help equities. In terms of top, 105 is a key level of resistance. So as long as we stay below 105, we should be good for equities. Let's go and take a look at yields today. Yields was just hugging the 50-day all day today. We do have a gap to fill to the downside at 32.44. We also have a gap to fill to the upside at 34.84. So kind of in no man's land here, kind of leaning towards filling out this 32.43. I expect to get some Asian and European buying tomorrow or overnight, as we had a really nice day in the market, up 641 points. Again, you can see Coinbase, Riot, Tesla, a lot of short companies that were shorted. They were just covered, and that's why we had a bounce. So I don't want you guys to get too excited and say, oh, the worst is over, because we're just not there yet. And so many things that have not been fixed yet, or let's just say even brought to the attention or even improved. Inflation being one of them, the Fed, Russia, Ukraine, supply chains, same thing. All we've gotten the last couple of weeks is that we're going to get a 75. We got a 75 basis point hike, possibly 75 next month, or 50. That's all we know. Same things. It's just rearranging of the same things. So looking at it as just a trader perspective, 4,000 is my target on the S&P. That's where I expect us to go for a nice little bounce. If we're at 37.64 currently, let me go ahead and get the percentage calculator and see how much more upside we have. About a 6% upside move. Could you do a lot with that information? Sure. If we get a bounce like that, you could definitely hit calls. You could definitely start possibly at 4,000, start buying some more insurance, possibly some VIX to the downside, some puts to protect your portfolio, buy some gold there. As you see, gold what's down today. There are many things you could do, but again, in terms of right now, this is a trader's market. I'm not going to be buying just quite yet. 3,500, that's where I'm looking for S&P target to start buying some stocks. I did not buy anything today. The only thing I did buy was Bitcoin and Ethereum over the weekend. And you guys have the video there. If you guys want to check it out, feel free to check out my Bitcoin video that I did over the weekend. It is on the YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new videos that come out. Pretty quiet day. In terms of trading today, we did catch three. We caught Amazon, Apple, and I believe Q's. So very tech heavy. Amazon was in the money. Apple was in the money. Q's were near the money. So great trades holding that. We also caught NIO for Masterclass. So well done. Pretty nice day. We have a lot more to go. We're not going to stop, and we're going to keep seeing what's the next opportunity. I'll be watching here tomorrow morning as always, and I'll keep you guys up to date as always on Twitter at G.A.R Capital. Feel free to follow us, turn on notifications, and we'd love to have you on board. And the Instagram, bigger and better things to come. I put a couple of reels up there. I can also explain the channel analysis if you want to go and take a look at that. Not many questions today, which is fine. I totally understand. You guys are probably just enjoying the nice green day. Thank you so much, JJ, saying thank you for all you do. Well, we're here every day, here to work for you guys, and I love doing it. Got some nice reports that I've been set up. I did a nice little economic comparison to 1981 to 1982 comparison to the stock market now and the economic activity now. Pretty close. So I put that information out to our investment club. I don't know how they took that information, but we'll see what they say. Have a great rest of your afternoon, guys. I'm going to go have some dinner. I'll see you guys later tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Cheers.